everyone, it's Lisa here from Morgan Tarot. Thank you guys for joining me. First of all, I just wanted to apologise for my lack of uploads in the last week. I have needed to take a much needed break, so I haven't been uploading content, as you might have noticed, but I am back now and I'm here to stay and get lots of videos uploaded in the next few weeks and ongoing. So thank you guys if you are tuning in and supporting me, if you have checked to see if I've been uploading in that time and so on. As you can see, my best buddy Morgan is in the background here. He's the reason for the name of the channel. He's my best friend, my beautiful mini schnauzer, and my life. Outside of my kids, of course. So yeah, basically today I'm here to do a reading for Gemini for the month of November 2021. I'm going to do a freestyle read. It's going to be a general read. It's not going to resonate for every single person out there. Please remember to check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. If it doesn't resonate for you, check your other placements, right? Yeah, especially for love. For love, I would be looking more at my Venus sign. For me, that is my Aquarius. I'm sure I'll let you guys do your research into that. So we're basically, you know, going to look at what's coming in for love, or what's happening for you in love at the moment, Gemini. Yeah, going to do a freestyle reading. I'm going to be pulling cards this time from the After Tarot, which is what I used in my last reading as well. And then I'll be clarifying using my Alice in Wonderland tarot deck, which I haven't yet used. This is actually going to be my second time using this deck on the channel. The last read I did, Aries, was the first time I've used it on the channel. Love the artwork on there and the expression of the energies on there. And just finish off with the wisdom of the oracle final message. All of that will be advice at the end. All right. Now I'm still at the moment not using my usual space. But I'm going to be returning there once I have that sorted out. So yes, this will just be, I'll probably finish my reads in this space for this month, and then I will be heading back into my usual space, my nice comfy desk for my December reads onwards. So thanks for bearing with me, guys. I guess it doesn't matter too much about where I'm at. I'm going to go ahead and get the messages that we need to receive for Gemini for the month of November. Alright, what does Gemini need to know in relation to love? Thank you, Spirit. What does Gemini need to know in relation to love? Okay, I've got the Three of Cups. I just love the After Tarot. It's basically the Rider-Waite deck, but it's a more futuristic style. So we're looking at the future. So all of the images from the Rider-Waite original deck are kind of progressed upon. So we're seeing, you know, we're seeing sort of what might happen afterwards, which is why it's called the After Tarot. Obviously, we've got more of a future-focused energy here. We've got the Fool. This is for Gemini. Okay, we've got the Three of Swords. I'm going to go ahead and get all 9 cards, and then we will have a look at what we have here. And I am looking at the placement of the cards for this reading. With the After Tarot, I feel like the placement of the cards is important, it's significant, it's important to the message. So I will be looking at where the cards are placed in terms of the message, and I'll also be looking very carefully at the artwork. Got the Five of Wands now. Gemini, please, Spirit. Gemini. Okay, we've got the Ace of Swords, the Hanged Man, 3 more for Gemini for November, thanks. Okay, we've got the Page of Pentacles, the Empress, and final card. Oh, the final card is the Five of Wands. I do apologize, guys. I made a mistake with the 4th card. It's actually the Seven of Wands, not the 5. My apologies. All right, so we have got, I'm just going to read these out for you guys very clearly. So we've got the Three of Cups. We have got the Fool, the Three of Swords. We've got 2 3s in the top row. The Seven of Wands, the Ace of Swords, the Fool, Page of Pentacles, the Empress, and closing out the read from this deck, we have got the Five of Swords. What I'm seeing here for your message, Gemini, is so first of all, with the Three of Cups here from the After Tarot, I feel as though you know, I feel as though this message is here because you know, I feel like you're right now, you're in an energy of, in the middle of November, I feel, of you know, really focusing on yourself at the moment and enjoying, you know, friends and family, in that celebratory energy. Someone who's just enjoying the company of friends and family and just enjoying, you know, maybe being single here. I'm feeling a single energy for some reason. I'll explain that further as I go along. But I'm feeling someone here who's really kind of found themselves here and they're kind of celebrating that victory. For them, it's a victory because I feel like they've overcome something really challenging and they're celebrating with friends and family and really enjoying their singledom, going out, enjoying the company of, as I said, friends and family, just enjoying their own company as well and celebrating. You know, as you can see, you know, these three people are celebrating together. They're enjoying each other's company and they're in a sense of victory here. You know, there's no depression, there's no doom and gloom here. These are people that are feeling a victory. So I'm seeing you in this energy here, Gemini, in the middle of November. So this could be your present energy. It could be your near future energy. It could be a past energy. Remember, time is fluid in tarot. I'm just reading this energy for you for the middle of November. And I do feel as though this is an energy you're either in now or it's very near in the future, where you are coming out of something and you are, you know, feeling the victory of it, and you're feeling very good within yourself, you know, very positive. After something challenging is what I see, though, because the next card I have is the Fool here. Now, as you can see in the After Tarot, you know, the Fool here is, you know, is hanging off of the edge of a cliff here, you know, and this energy is very much about someone taking, you know, a very bold leap of faith, and they don't always know the outcome. In fact, they very rarely do know the outcome of what, you know, what they're going to achieve, and they don't know if they take that next step off of the edge of the cliff, what will happen next. And it's that very exciting energy of just not quite knowing what's going to happen, but it kind of just lifts you up and makes you feel, you know, alive. It makes you feel good because, you know, it is that unknown and that fear of the unknown, and that moving out of our comfort zone is where we grow. So I feel like you've kind of learned that through your experiences recently, that, you know, things that we can progress from, we can move on from, difficult energies, difficult experiences, traumatic experiences are only going to help us to grow further, right? So I feel like you've kind of moved out of something very challenging and you're kind of on the other side of it now after going through the healing and the trauma of it all, the Tower, the Star energy. I feel like you've gone through that energy and you're kind of celebrating friends and family here because, you know, I don't have this Tower or the Star here, but I do see an energy of someone who's come past that and is coming back around again, and they're now, you know, going through the Fool energy, which is 0. You know, the Fool is quite literally 0. So you're at the point of beginning again here. So you've done all the hard work there. You've been through the challenging times. You've had the Tower. You've had the Devil. You've had the Tower. You've had the Star. You've healed, right? And now you're celebrating that with friends and family, enjoying the victory of being able to, you know, come out the other side of it and still be okay with yourself and still be okay with being single if that's the energy you're in. You know, if this is your message, and you're now, you know, ready to take you're ready for a new beginning here. I'm seeing someone here who's ready to, you know, has been through a lot of trauma here and ready for a new beginning in life, in love. Not surprising, next then we've got the Three of Swords. Now in the After Tarot, as you can see, the love heart, you know, is healing here. After Tarot, we can see that this is the healing energy. You can see that the heart is being bandaged here. The Three Swords are now no longer in the heart, because in the original deck we see the swords are in the heart. They are stabbing the heart, they are betrayal, they are hurt, they are chaos, they are heartbreak. But in this particular deck, you know, the swords have been removed from the heart, and you know, the heart has been bandaged, and you're now covering up the bleeding, and you're now healing from that energy. And I see someone here, you know, very clearly who is healing, who has had their time, as I just spoke about. They've been through the Tower, they've been through the heartache and the heartbreak, and you know, they're now coming out the other side here in this energy of celebration really, you know, celebration of dodging a bullet, celebration of overcoming heartbreak, and really, you know, I guess appreciating friends and family more because of their ability to provide that support that you've needed to create this new beginning for yourself. We are going to clarify some of these cards in a moment. So the next one I got is the Seven of Wands. And, you know, Seven of Wands is, this is someone who, you know, I mean, this story reads very clearly to me, very clear-cut message here. Seven of Wands shows me someone who is very defensive and guarded. You know, they've been through a lot, they've been through a lot of trauma, and then they're now needing to protect themselves and now needing to protect their energy. You know, this person in the original deck is someone who is really, you know, has been through the wars here. They felt like all these wands were just coming at them and they had nowhere to go, nowhere to turn. They were just overcome and overpowered by this really burdensome energy, because wands are, they are a lot to carry, right? They are heavy, they're burdensome, they are difficult, and they represent almost, you know, that inner conflict that we have, and also that physical conflict, and also that, you know, it's also about movement, right? Wands are very passionate, they're very strong, they're very fiery. Which is why they're embodying fire sign energy. But, you know, with the Seven of Wands here, you really felt attacked here. You felt like your whole sense of stability, of structure, of safeness has been attacked, that you have come under attack. It's that tower energy. It's being attacked. You know, it's almost like someone has come at you with these wands and just, you know, try to stab you with them. You know, it's that really strong sense of, I need to protect myself here. I've got to stand my ground. I know my worth. I'm going to hold my ground, and I'm going to make sure that I can protect my own energy. I can protect my heart, and I can heal from this, because, you know, I need to think about myself and I need to think about the future, and I do need to make sure that I can get through this and get to the other side, which is what I'm seeing here at the beginning of the message. We're seeing someone who is at the other side, who's in that new beginning, that new full energy, the zero, back to the zero again, after the grief, after the trauma, after the heartbreak. They're now, you know, at a zero, ready to take on new beginnings, new challenges, and a new life. And this is you being very defensive and protected, but I also feel like you're not kind of holding the wands up anymore, because I see the Fool and the Three. I see three energies here that show me that you're not doing that anymore. You know, the initial message we got here, as we see Three of Cups, the Fool, and the Three of Swords. These in the After Tarot show someone who is very much ready for a new beginning. Someone who's starting again here. And these wands are now lowered. You did have them up because you needed to protect yourself throughout this new beginning, but you're now ready to lower them, and you're now ready to start something new here, because, you know, you need to. You can't stay in that energy because it doesn't allow new things to come in. Being in a Seven of Wands energy blocks things from coming in. It's very much a blockage energy in a lot of the decks. Unless you lower those wands and let things in, you can still keep yourself protected, but also allow new opportunities to come in, which is what you're doing here, because we do have the Fool here, and below the Fool in the deck, and I did speak about, you know, the placement of the cards with the After Tarot are very important to me. They mean something. With the Ace of Swords here, which is directly below the Fool energy from the spread that I've just pulled, shows me that, you know, truth and clarity came out here, which is what has set you free. The truth has come out and it's set you free and allowed you to start this new beginning and think about yourself now more than anyone else and protect yourself. Because, you know, with the Seven of Wands energy here, the Three of Swords energy, the Fool, and the Three of Cups, this is all about someone having a new beginning, new opportunities, a newfound sense of belonging, a newfound sense of safety and security. Someone who's ready to challenge, to take on challenges, to take on new challenges, to take on a new beginning in their life. So truth and clarity here shows me that, you know, you found out the things you needed to find out. Check out the eyeball on the owl here. Now, the owl is obviously represented by someone extremely wise who has come to new understandings here, and their eyes are, you know, almost imploding here, because they've really had to open their eyes up to some really, you know, hurtful truths here, with the sword being stabbed into the ground. There's been something very challenging that you've had to deal with here, something you've had to face front on, something you've had to really widen your eyes open to, and it's created wide open eyes. You're coming out of this ending with this past person, this past situation, with eyes wide open. You know, look at this owl. This represents your energy now. You're not about to, you know, fall into anything similar anytime soon. You know, you have perhaps been very hurt by this with the Three of Swords and the Fool and the Three of Cups, but, you know, you're healing now. You've come out the other side. You've healed the energy, and you're now ready for something new. But the truth has come out, and that's what always will happen in the end. You know, you can't stop the truth from coming out. Karma will always prevail. Justice will always prevail, because Spirit will not allow anything else to happen. Because Spirit always ensures that, you know, justice and you know, that Spirit always ensures that justice is served, right? Next card we have is the Hanged Man. I'm again not surprised that we have the Hanged Man energy here, because this shows me someone who perhaps has been stuck in the past. someone who was stuck by, you know, by this connection, someone who kind of didn't really see what they needed to see. And now they're seeing those things. Now they're illuminated. Now they're able to see exactly what it is that they need to see. Their eyes are wide open here. You know, their eyes are wide open to the possibilities of the future and to where they're going right now with this Fool energy. You know, they've healed the energy with the Three of Swords here. They're celebrating with the Three of Cups, and they're ready for, you know, new beginnings here. And you're now ready for a whole new way of seeing things, a whole new way of living your life here, I see, Gemini. You're not doing what you did in the past. You're not going to make the same mistakes over and over again. You're going to learn from them here. You know, you're very wise like the owl, and you've healed things here, and your heart is bandaged up, and you're ready to start again. You're ready to use those truths for the Ace of Swords energy here and take them to propel yourself forward here. This is someone who is no longer going to suffer fools here. If you have a look at the energy, this hangman here is receiving enlightenment. Look at the light around his head. He's receiving water. He's been brought back to life here. You know, this is someone that was hanging, who is now being brought back to life, who's ready to start a whole new beginning, who's ready to start afresh and have a whole new chapter in their life. And of course, with the placement of the hangman is right underneath the Three of Swords energy, the healed Three of Swords energy. As you can see, the bandaged heart with the swords being removed. This person is now ready for this whole new beginning and opportunity. They're recharging. This is you recharging right now. This is you recuperating here. You've had your time recuperating. You're enjoying friends and family. You're enjoying this truth and clarity that's come to you. I feel like you see life in a whole new way with the hangman and the Fool here. And the Ace of Swords. I'm seeing a whole new, I'm seeing a renewed way of seeing things, right? A whole new renewed way of seeing things. Someone who's very intuitive, someone who's very empowered, very enlightened, someone who's just had some massive spiritual growth here. Massive growth. Look at this light around his head. I can't, you know, point that out enough, guys. It's just someone who's very illuminated here and not going to make the same mistakes again here after this healing enlightenment. And then, of course, we have the Page of Pentacles. Now, the Page of Pentacles is all about, you know, a practical approach to things. You know, the pages are all about communication, but the Pentacles are all about a practical sense in the, you know, in the 3D world here. This is someone who is, you know, setting the wheels in motion here for a new beginning. They're looking for a window of opportunity, but knowing also their limitations at the same time. You know, they want to be prosperous and they want to be diligent. This is you, Gemini. You want to be diligent. You want to be prosperous in creating a new beginning here. You know, you're looking at what's happened so far and you're looking at the future to see what, you know, what you can accomplish here. It's almost like there's no bounds, there's no boundaries here with this Fool energy. You literally have the world in your hand here. This pentacle is almost like a world of opportunities. It's like nothing can stop you here. I feel like you're being very practical here. You're having a very hands-on approach, and you're turning a vision into a reality here, right? With this Page of Pentacles, I feel like this is a very, you know, concentrated effort, and you are, you know, it's about focus, and it's about progress, and it's about a new beginning here, right? You've got a new beginning, very clear new beginning here. There's so much new beginning energy here. What? I'm going to explain that. Three of Cups, new beginning, celebrating victory, success, about a new beginning. The Fool, clearly a new beginning card. 0, starting again. The Three of Swords, you know, healing up that heart, removing those swords, bandaging that heart up, a new beginning. You know, seven of Wands even is a new beginning, because it's about someone lowering their guard and getting ready to accept life's challenges, but also, you know, letting new things in whilst also still protecting yourself to a certain extent and having those boundaries in place. The Ace of Swords, new beginning, truth and clarity, setting you free. The Hangman, new beginning, seeing things a whole new way, being enlightened, being awoken, being spiritually awoken. Becoming unstuck. Page of Pentacles, new beginning. You know, you can't make this stuff up. And then, of course, we have got the Empress here, new beginning. Like, I think I know what I'm going to title this video, guys. This is all about Gemini having a brand new beginning. Look at this. The Empress is someone who embodies, this energy embodies a whole new beginning. This is someone who births things, you know. In most of the decks, you know, she is pregnant, she's birthing, you know, she's pregnant, or she's just someone who's seen as very motherly, very nurturing, very empathetic, very giving, very loving, just someone who's extremely loyal, that they give their all to the people they care about and that they love, right? And the Empress in this deck is no different. You know, she's very much empowered. You can see how strong and nurturing she is, but she's so very much loved and respected by everyone around her because she just is a light. She lights up the room when she walks in. Now, this is you. This is you birthing new opportunity. The Empress to me is also someone that, you know, is all about new creation. She's very creative. She creates new things. She brings new opportunities into being. She births new opportunities, which is why we align her with that pregnancy image, because the pregnancy image is someone birthing and bringing new life into the world. And the Empress does that. She has that power. She has that ability. She can bring in new beginnings, and that's what she's very much doing. This is you, Gemini. You know, remember, there's no gender in tarot. This is just you embodying that energy of being creative and birthing something new into your reality, into your world. So the Empress here is all once again about a new beginning, which is a very consistent message with all of these cards here. Now, the final card I have here from the 9-card spread, and we'll clarify a couple of these cards before we get some oracle cards, is very much about someone who's in a bit of a conquest here. I mean, I feel like there's been a fear of being defeated in the past, but you have been defeated. I feel like there is a defeat energy here, but it is well before this message started, because we started at the beginning from a 0. So we're already at the new beginning. We've already experienced this. I do very much feel that this is behind you now, Gemini. This has already happened. It's in a past energy. So with this 5 of Wands coming out here now, I feel like this is all about, it's almost like you're thinking of yourself, you're now just really focusing on yourself here. And I see that with this Empress energy as well, and the Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords and the Hanged Man. You know, you're now focusing on yourself here, which is fair enough. You've been through something difficult and challenging, and you're ready to focus just on you and your new beginning here. And I feel like, you know, you feel like you've won the battle. You know, you've had a bit of a battle. There's been a very competitive, like there's been competition here. There's been challenge. There's been heartbreak, right? But, you know, I feel like you feel very competitive now. You're ready to take on anyone and anything. After what you've been through a battle. You know, these wands are all about battles, right? But I feel like you now are thinking of yourself in a very it is kind of selfish in a way, this energy, but it's also something you needed to do to protect yourself. With these wands energy, the 7 of Wands and the 5 of Wands and the 3 of Swords, we can see that you've been through something very difficult, very challenging, very heartbreaking, and you're now protecting yourself here, because we all have to do that, right? We have to put those boundaries in place to protect our energy. So with this card coming out, I see it in a positive way. I see it represented in a positive I see it represented positively in this particular spread, because I do feel as though you are now, you know, you're still competitive, but I feel like it's an energy of just protecting your energy here, because we all have to do that, like I said. You know, I feel like you've experienced hostility here. Someone has, you know, put you in this energy. Someone's been very hostile towards you. Someone's made you have to protect yourself in a battle here, in some kind of competitive battle. And I feel like, you know, you've conquered your fears here, and I feel like you've won. You know, you've won a battle, and despite all the odds that were against you within this past connection, I feel like you won this battle because you won it, because you got to the other side, and you're now in a place where you're ready to be open and love again. You know, it hasn't worn you down. It hasn't stopped you from loving. It hasn't just put you in a hole. You know, it hasn't done anything extreme to you. Yes, it's hurt you, but it's taught you some very valuable lessons as well. Right? So you put up your boundaries now, you know how to love, you know what you're not going to put up with in the future, and you're ready to reset and have a whole new beginning here, and you're going to get everything that you hoped for here, because, you know, I see beautiful energy here for you, you know, because you're open to it. You're open to new beginnings here, and there is just a whole new beginning here that's being granted by Spirit and the universe. You know, so it's time to put yourself first now, is what we're saying here. You've been through some competition, and you're now ready to put yourself first, because you need to. We all need to do that. Empress energy, we need to put ourselves first and not allow people to take from us in that codependent way, right? We need to put our boundaries in place. The Empress is someone, again, that needs to remember those boundaries and keep them firmly in place, because if she doesn't, she gets taken advantage of, right? People take from her because she is so nurturing and so giving. So you've got to put your boundaries in place and keep them in place, because I think they're in place already with this 7 of Wands energy. I do feel like you have them in place here, and this is just a reminder to keep them in place, right? So this is also, again, a reminder, like I said, put yourself first. It's time to do that, but this can also be a hollow victory, you know, if you don't have someone to share it with, right? So make sure that you've got someone that you can share this victory with when it does happen. But remember that, you know, and this card is also just a reminder from Spirit that there, you know, there are limitations and boundaries for all of us, right? You know, none of us are going to get it right all of the time, and we also have to remember that there are always limitations to what we can do, what we can achieve, what we can get away with, what others can do to us, etc. You know, there's always going to be limitations and boundaries, so we need to keep that in mind, in the back of our mind at all times. Despite, you know, really putting ourselves first, there's always going to be limitations to that, and there's always going to be boundaries that are in place for ourselves, but also from other people as well. And we need to remember that. It's an important message as well from Spirit. All right, let's do just a few clarifiers. I'm going to try and keep this reading a bit shorter than my previous ones because I feel like they're getting a bit long, but that's because I try to be really thorough in my readings. All right, so let's clarify. I'm going to use the original Rider-Waite deck here. All right, what do we need to clarify? I feel like it's a very clear message, but I'm still going to just do a couple of clarifiers. All right, let's find out, clarify the Fool card. Why is the Fool card here? Why is Gemini, you know, in this new beginning energy? Let's find that out first. Why is Gemini having to take a whole new beginning here? Let's find out. Why is a new beginning here for Gemini? What happened to Gemini that caused them to celebrate a new beginning here? Wow, look at this, guys. This is actually, these just genuinely came out. So we've got the Wheel and the Star. And I'm clarifying the new beginning here, okay? So I'm clarifying the Fool energy here. And didn't I already say that you've been, to get to the Fool, which is 0, you have to have gone through the Tower and the Star energy and had that healing. What have we got here? We've literally got, you know, the Star here, which is one of the final energies in the deck because, you know, you need to go through that to get to a new beginning. And with the Wheel of Fortune here, this is, once again, a karmic. The Wheel of Fortune is about karmic beginning, karmic endings and karmic beginnings, and you know, we have that Wheel of Fortune here to represent that there is a new beginning here for you after going through the Tower and the Star. After this healing, you now are bringing about a whole new beginning here, a whole new energy, a whole new cycle. So the Wheel of Fortune is all about cycles. We go through cycles in our life, you know, the cycles, you know, wheels around, they never end, which is why they're circular. And we go through energies and then we repeat the energies. You know, this is all about, you know, you creating a whole new beginning for yourself. Couldn't have made that stuff up, guys. All right, why is the Three of Swords here? Clarify the Three of Swords. Queen of Wands, clarifying that Three of Swords. So yeah, I do feel as though the Queen of Wands for me can be the other woman card. I do feel as though, if this resonates with you, Gemini, that your person went towards another woman or another man. If this resonates, I do feel like the Queen of Wands represents the other energy, someone who was alluring, someone who was attractive, someone who they went towards because they were tempted by this energy. This person is like the other woman, the other man energy. So I do feel as though with this Three of Swords bandaged heart here, someone has gone towards another person, another connection, unfortunately. But it looks as though you are very much healed this energy here. Okay, why is let's clarify the Ace of Swords. What truth and clarity came in for you, Gemini? Wow, look at this. We've got the Nine of Swords as well as the Ace of Swords. So whatever truth and clarity came in for you, it really did break your heart, and we already know what that was. The truth that came in here that broke you guys up, that caused this ending, was a third-party connection, it looks like. The Queen of Wands is, for me, when it's represented by this, you know, by this energy, by this card being clarified, it looks as though, you know, there has been someone who has interfered in your connection. Your person may very well have gone towards someone else. This Queen of Wands energy for me is a third-party energy when it's clarified with the, you know, we've also obviously got the Three of Cups here, the Fool here, and now the Three of Swords. I knew it was I did feel that it was a third-party energy, but I wanted to clarify first before I jumped to that conclusion. I could just see an ending here, and now, you know, Spirit has confirmed that it in fact was someone that they were drawn to sexually, you know, physically, for whatever reason. They saw this person as very confident, very beautiful, very articulate, and I feel like they've gone towards it really without thinking about the consequences here with this Fool energy. But yes, we know that now, so I feel like, you know, this truth that came out for you was extremely heartbreaking here. And I can see exactly why you were in this Seven of Wands energy, because you were broken. I'm seeing someone who was broken by this, someone who was almost, I want to say, snapped in half. I know that doesn't physically happen, but someone who really did go through this heartbreaking situation, which is why we have the star here. It took you some time to get through it, but you're on the other side now. I'm seeing, guys, you're on the other side here. You've gotten through it. You've healed your heart. It's taken a lot of effort, a lot of work on your part, but you are now really focused on yourself, is what I'm seeing here. And this new beginning. But yeah, you've had a lot of sleepless nights. You've had a lot of nightmares. You've had a lot of pain because of this truth that came out. But at the end of the day, we all need to know the truth, don't we? Because the truth sets us free. All right, let's clarify the Hanged Man. Why is the Hanged Man here? What came to light here for Gemini? What came to light here for Gemini? I'm seeing someone who's very illuminated here, who's very enlightened by this information. Okay, why is the Hanged Man here? What came to light for Gemini? Oh my goodness. Look at this, guys. This is what... This is clarifying the Hanged Man, this energy of becoming unstuck, this energy of finding out this truth, you know, someone who became enlightened here and needed water. Like, I can understand why you needed water after finding out that this person went towards a whole new connection for whatever reason. There's been betrayal here, there's been heartbreak, there's been nightmares, there's been depression, sleepless nights, chaos, conflict, competition. It's just really heartbreaking, guys, but this happens, unfortunately. And here we see someone who's getting water, who's recuperating here, who's recuperated, and they're now ready to love again. They're now ready to be open again after this unfortunate ending. But this is what's clarifying the Hanged Man energy. So finding out the truth here with this Ace of Swords energy, this sleepless nights energy. Look at this. You cannot make this stuff up, guys. We've got the Seven of Swords and the Knight of Swords. You know, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, air energy, you know, very much in their head, very logical energy. But what we're seeing here is someone who has been very deceptive and sneaky here with this Seven of Swords. This card for me is probably one of the most disliked cards in the deck for me. It shows someone that's done the wrong thing. Look, they're sneaking. They're trying to sneaky. They've left 2 swords behind. They're taking those 5 swords and they're trying to sneakily get away with something here. You know, they're taking off with these 5 swords, leaving 2 in the ground, and they just want to get away with this. And this Knight of Swords energy is someone that really goes in without a lot of thought, very rash behavior, very irrational behavior, someone who really does not think, and just goes in for the kill and gets what they need and then runs away again. The Knight of Swords isn't someone who's going to stay. It's a very fleeting energy, and I feel as though this person, you know, did deceive you, did betray you, did hurt you very deeply here, and they went towards something, you know, with a lot of passion and force here, this Queen of Wands energy, which caused your heartbreak here. You know, look at this. This person is racing in. He's basically racing in towards this Queen of Swords here, and then trying to get away with it. But you found out here. You became enlightened here. You know, you've received all the support and the healing that you needed to. You know, you've received all the support and healing that you needed to. You've healed. You have, you know, the karmic cycle, the karmic justice cycle is here, showing me that this person will reap the karma for their decision, if they haven't already. And then we've got, obviously, as we can see, you creating a whole new opportunity for yourself here, and really just thinking about yourself now with this 5 of Wands energy. This is someone who's ready to just really take care of themselves here. Do you have a, okay, so we've got a pretty clear message here, guys, haven't we? You know, someone unfortunately has caused betrayal in this connection. And so often I mean, honestly, in many of my readings recently, I've been getting that heavy betrayal energy. It's very hurtful, it's very harmful. But yeah, look what I've got now, the Tower. Not surprised, guys. I was waiting for the Tower to come out. I did speak about that earlier, wondering why, you know, it wasn't here already. But with the Tower being here, you know, the Tower here is clarifying my Empress 5 of Wands energy here. So yeah, this is very much a new beginning here, guys. You know, the foundations have crumbled, you know, the Tower has fallen, everything that needed to come to light came to light, because, you know, this is what happens when the universe and our angels and our guides want us to, you know, start again, but we're not quite seeing it ourselves. Sometimes we need to be forced into that energy where we accept something is no longer what we thought it was, where we accept the truth and reality of a situation, where someone is not giving us what we deserve, someone who's not treating us the way we deserve, someone who's abusing us, taking advantage of us, cheating on us, lying to us, betraying us, all of those things. You know, sometimes we just don't want to let go. And, you know, we hang on longer than we should. And as a result, you know, Spirit comes along and says, you know what, I'm going to take this from you because you're not going to do it yourself. And I need to do this to you. I need you to learn. I need you to learn the lessons that need to come from this. You have lessons that you need to learn. You're not learning them. It's taking too long. And I'm now going to force your hand. I'm now going to take the foundation from underneath you. I'm going to crumble the ground. I'm going to knock the building down. And you're going to learn everything you needed to learn about this person and about this situation. Because, you know, you have to for your own growth, for your own well-being, for your own future movement. So that's what's happened here, guys, you know, and as a result, you now have the opportunity to birth a whole new beginning for yourself here. This Empress energy is beautiful energy. It is a whole new beginning coming in here for you. And we see that all over this reading, guys. We see a whole lot of you know, of people celebrating, of healing, of karmic wheels turning, new beginnings, new cycles starting, you know, taking leaps of faith, having new beginnings here with our eyes wide open. We've got the, you know, the healing energy. We've healed our heart. We've bandaged it up and we're ready to go again. We've had a lot of sleepless nights and depression in the past, but here we have the truth and clarity, which is what sets us free. Look at this eyes wide open here, going into the future with our eyes wide open, with our barriers up, with our defenses up, with our, you know, we're able to protect ourselves more with those boundaries in place, right? You know, new clarity, newfound understanding here, newfound enlightenment about what serves us and what doesn't. This is a solid new opportunity here with this Page of Pentacles. Yes, it's a page right now, but it's going to grow into something bigger because you're going to create the opportunity for yourself. You're coming in with a very practical approach here. You're setting the wheels in motion. You're looking for a really, you know, you've got your window of opportunity here and you know your limitations now. So, you know, you're looking at what you've achieved so far in your life, and you're also looking to the future here to see what you can accomplish as well. And, you know, you've got you're very practical now. You've got your hands on this. You've got your hands on, and you're turning this vision into reality here. You're ready for a whole new beginning. You are now focused on a concentrated effort, and the progress is starting here already. Empress shows me that you're already ready to birth a whole new beginning here. All right. Now, I'm just going to get a couple of cards here before we finish off. All right, let's get, with this new beginning here, let's get a message from the angels here. In fact, I might grab a couple of cards from the tarot and we'll find out what's coming in for you guys in the future here, because there is certainly a new beginning here. So can we find out from Spirit, these are my messages from Spirit cards, what's coming in for Gemini in this new beginning? What's coming in for Gemini in this new beginning, please, Spirit? Show us 2 cards. Okay, wow, we've got 2. All right, so we have got, Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? This is so resonating with your message, guys. You are literally in the Empress energy. You are literally mothering and taking care of yourself. You don't need anyone else to take care of you. You've got your boundaries firmly in place. You've got your guards up as high as they need to be to protect yourself. You've got truth and clarity. You've set yourself free. You're ready to birth a whole new opportunity here, right? With this Page of Pentacles, you're ready to start a new beginning here. Now, this is a message from Spirit saying, how can you protect yourself here? What else, you know, what can you do here to ensure that you are taking care of yourself ongoing here with this Empress Mother energy? Beautiful message. All right, and the other message we have is Mirror. Who or what is triggering you? Beautiful. Look at this image. I love this image. So looking in the mirror here in the reflection in the water, you know, just Spirit wants you to just keep in mind, if something is triggering you, I guess it's also a lesson that you need to learn, because triggers are in our life for a reason, right? They trigger us because there's something we need to learn from it. There's a message that we need to learn. There's growth that needs to happen, right? And I see a lot of growth and you know, new beginnings here with this whole message. So I feel like Spirit is reminding you that if something is triggering you, try to take heed of what the message is for you. What is Spirit trying to tell you? What is the universe trying to tell you? What is it you need to learn from that, you know, from that new beginning? What is it you need to learn from that message in order to have that new beginning? All right, let's just get, here's my trusty Lightseers Tarot. Let's find out, let's just get a final message before I grab an oracle. What's coming in for Gemini in November, please? And for Gemini in November. Oh, got 2 cards here. Wow. We've got the Full energy again, the Zero energy again. You guys have certainly got new beginnings here. It looks like you're going to be taking a leap of faith here in the month of November and beyond. You know, we've already had a very clear message that you needed to do that, but I feel like there is a really brand new opportunity coming in here, guys, with this Full energy. Something is just around the corner here. There is some new abundant opportunity. In this deck, as you can see, Have a look at her. She's about to take that leap of faith. She's about to jump off the, you know, off the cliff here. She knows that whatever is coming in here is going to be extremely abundant and beautiful, and she's ready to do it. She's ready to go. She's not ready. She doesn't want to wait another minute. And with this Two of Swords energy here, you know, I feel like you're ready to take the blindfold off here. This is here to show you that you have been plagued by these thoughts. You've been plagued by overthinking here. You've been plagued by, you know, being in your mind and your head too much, being stuck in that very logical energy and not making a choice here. Two of Swords is very much being at a crossroads and not really sure what to do. But I kind of see this in the reverse for you. I feel like you kind of know what to do now. That's why it's coming out with a Fool energy. I feel like you now know what you need to do, what the next step is. This next step over the cliff, you know what it is, right? You know what it is that you're working towards now. You know what it is that you need to do here with this Empress energy. You're birthing a whole new beginning here, very clear message. You're ready to take this blindfold off. You're ready for these birds to fly away, and they're not going to bother you anymore. They're not going to, you know, they're not going to hinder your forward movement. They're not going to hinder your mind and your thoughts and your ability to take a step over the edge here. You're ready to do that now. You're ready to take that step. I'm seeing that so clearly here, guys. You know, you've had a full awakening here, guys. You've had a full awakening with that Hangman energy and that enlightenment. You've had an awakening. You're ready for a new beginning here. You know, you're very optimistic about the future here. You've got the whole world in front of you, and I feel like you're ready for this whole new adventure in your life here. And with this Two of Swords energy, you really are ready to take the next step in your life. You know, you're taking that blindfold off, and you're ready to just go ahead in this. There's so much potential here for you, Gemini. There is so much potential. I just see that you are just gonna. You really are going to. You're gonna create something really beautiful here, Gemini. This is probably my favorite message so far for this month of the readings I've done, and this is like my 8th reading, I think. So 8 out of 12, getting there. But I'm so happy for you guys. This just looks amazing. This whole reading, this whole energy has all been. And I like it because I guess you're on the other side of this now. Yes, you've been through something awful. Yes, you've been betrayed here. This person very well may have gone towards someone else here. This Queen of Wands, Three of Swords energy. But you're on the other side of this. You've done the healing. You've done the healing. You're ready to celebrate. You're ready to start a whole new cycle here. You know, new beginnings are just all over this reading. You know, truth and clarity's come out. Enlightenment's come out. The whole way that you see things now is completely different. You know, you're ready to create new opportunities here for yourself here, abundant new opportunities and new beginnings, and you're just ready to take the world on here. But, you know, Spirit does want you to remember, you know, not to, if something is triggering you, to think about why it might be triggering you. Does it have connotations to this past energy? Is there something you need to learn from? There's something you need to grow from? You know, don't hold yourself back from those new lessons. Because they need to happen, and you know, take care of yourself here with this mothering energy, this Empress energy. Spirit wants you to keep taking care of yourself here, nurturing yourself, but keeping those boundaries firmly in place, because you need to do that to protect your energy here, so that people, you know, can't and don't take advantage of you in the future. But look at this, you know, this is your advice from Spirit. Take the blindfold off and take that new leap of faith. Whatever it is that you really are feeling drawn towards right now, Spirit is saying go for it. Jump off the edge here. Take that leap of faith. You don't know what's going to happen, but hey, none of us do, right? We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what the next thing is. We never do. We can only hope and dream and wish and make plans and do all of that stuff, but we just don't know what's going to happen, what the outcome is. So Spirit wants you to, you know, stop that. Stop being in your head here. Stop those thoughts from overthinking and just taking over your mind. Remove that blindfold. Let those birds fly away. Set yourself free and take that step here. Take that next leap of faith. Whatever is currently in your energy that you want to do, that you're not quite doing, that you may be not sure of, Spirit wants you to go ahead and do it. Wow. All right, let's get a final message from the Oracle to finish off for Gemini. What's the final message for Gemini, please, Spirit? Final message for Gemini for the month of November. Okay, from the Wisdom of the Oracle, guys, I got the Exchanging Gifts card. Now, number 27 in the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. Look at this beautiful image. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so this is all about, you know, the law of giving and receiving. It's about currency. It's about trade-offs. It's about weighing costs and determining the value. So I feel like, yeah, I feel like you're entering into a productive and enriching time when, you know, all manner of opportunities, there are so many opportunities coming your way, are being offered to you. You know, you have everything that you need here to seize those opportunities. Yet in order to honor them, put in the time, you've got to exchange your experience and skills, and you have to commit. and commit your heart and soul to what you're choosing to pursue here. And I do feel like this is very much a very consistent message here, because with that final message coming out at the end here, you know, the Fool and the Two of Swords. This is all about someone who needs to make a decision here about what they're going to commit to here, you know. So Spirit is saying you can do this, you know. You have what it takes to, so, you know, you have what it takes to be successful if you align with the law of giving and receiving. You know, you must engage in a dance of give and take, and push and pull and doing and being. But if you let fear guide your choices, that Two of Swords energy, if you let those dark birds hover in your mind and stop you, you could really deplete yourself or create an imbalance here, or you might really completely miss out on a beautiful opportunity here. It's not a time of just do. Use your currency wisely here and be mindful of the value others bring to your life. You know, this is very much aligned with the message that we got here. Like I said, you know, this message here of the Fool and the Two of Swords, you know, Spirit wants you to, really, you know, use your gifts and receive here, you know, give and receive, you know. I feel like you've given a lot, and it's now time for you to receive some gifts here. You know, that's a very clear message for you guys. All right, I'm going to stop there. I talk too much. Okay, Gemini, that's your message for the month of November 2021. Thank you so much if you watched all the way to the end. Really appreciate your support. Don't forget to drop me a like. A like can help my video so much to reach more people. So please do that if you haven't already. If it does resonate and you've watched all this way. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell so you get updated when I upload new videos. And I'm going to be doing that quite a bit in the next few weeks to catch up a little bit after my break. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks, guys. Bye.